Can you believe it? Travis and Taylor are going to get married. OMG. Did you see the rock on her finger? Yes, ma'am. You know what? And what's really funny about that is that everybody's talking about it, right? Like it's on social media, it's in the news. I mean, even the president had something to say about that. That is wild. But here's the funny thing. Like, that's not what this video is about. Not at all. But, hey, let's touch on current events. Come out to the BS Check-In Trivia Night on September 4th from 5 to 7 at El Toro Restaurant. Now, registration will be required. I'm inviting you to come out for a fun evening where we're going to talk some stuff, but then we're also going to learn some stuff. And the people who are going to be in the room with me that day will be Rudy Bustamante with One Indiana Financial, who will serve as the financial advisor voice. And then we'll also have Brett Barker with Paylocity, who is also sponsoring this event, but will also serve as payroll solutions and just to understand how systems work, right? Because with all these compliance issues that are coming up, you definitely want to make sure that you have the right system in place to help you with that. But the question I know that you're probably asking is, what the heck is a BS check-in, right? Like, I get it. I know sometimes it chuckles because you're like, wait, what? BS check-in? But that's exactly what it is, right? This is me taking my experience of working in the workplace and adding a funny yet real spin to it. I've had experiences where I went through some BS, but what I realized that the real problem is the fact that nobody wanted to talk about the real issues that would lead to transformation, right? Like, everybody always want to talk about the solutions that they think will work, but nobody's really talking about what the real problem is. Now, let me just give you a little bit of my BS framework. A BS framework for me is where we have a bold space where we can be intentional about making sure that it's psychologically safe, right? What does that mean? That means that people aren't afraid to talk because if they say something, they're going to get canceled or they're going to get punished in some sort of way, right? That's bold space is about eliminating all of that so people can really talk. And then bold strategies is about thinking through an issue and using so many different designing methods to come to the solution that you hope to arrive to. The bold solution is about picking that one design, right? That one strategy that you're going to implement and be accountable for, right? And within that step, it's about identifying your bold step forward. And then, of course, bold success is when you're tracking your accountability metrics and making changes as necessary, right? Because it's not about you create a plan and it turns out exactly the way that you created it. It's about understanding what are you wanting to create? What is that final output? And then making sure that you're tracking it and making the changes as the fluctuation deems it so, right? So some of the questions that we're going to be asking at the event is, do your employees understand their benefits, right? With open enrollment season right around the corner, you're probably thinking of how can you do something different, something out of the box to help people understand what their benefits are, right? But not only do we provide the benefits, but the other questions we have are they actually using those benefits, right? So how can we think about different ways to encourage people to use the benefits that they have? Definitely take advantage of that, right? Another question, do you have a health benefits committee? Right? Especially with ERISA claims going up, you definitely want to have a health benefits committee to help you with fiduciary responsibilities, right? These are the questions that we're going to be talking about. Your payroll processes. How are you measuring ROI? Whatever questions you bring into the room, we're going to talk about it because we're not going to be talking about just compliance. We're going to be talking about culture, communication, and care and how these systems shape the experience our people have at work every single day. I hope you'll join us. Share your insight, your failures, your successes. We want to hear your whole experience. Okay, so register now. Let us know the biggest BS you're facing in payroll and benefits. We'll keep it real. We'll keep it fun. Register today. Bye.